Hey everyone, so here is the semifinals game 1 scores. So we have red 7, 4 over Royals Fortuna, and Pirates got 5-3 over Giants, but Reds had 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and defense. Royals Fortuna 4 runs, 4 hits, and error in defense. Pirates got 5 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors in defense. Giants back at 3 runs, bats. The Reds had 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and Royals Fortuna with 1 in the fourth. Reds had 3 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, 2 in the eighth for Rose for 2 and 1 9. These are winners of the pool play. And then they're in 2 semifinal pools. And then we had Padres go 5-3. So Giants black with 2 in the first and 2 in the second for Padres going. Then the Giants black took the lead 1-8. The Padres took the lead with 3-8. And that is 5-3 victory. Okay, so let's talk about the international leagues. Let's talk about the league standings for AAA. I'll go to AA division standings. And all the leagues inside similarly. And then except the Northwest League because they do division. They don't do division because there's only 20 teams. But Memphis was the first half winner. The second half winner leader is either Indianapolis. They're with 4 weeks to go in the season. 28 games left. And we have Minneapolis is 31-20 in first. Dorchester's 31-20. Indianapolis is Pittsburgh. Pirates have played the Washington Nationals, played Rochester. They're 31-20. Durham, New York. Durham, North Carolina, Tampa Bay Rays affiliate. They're 30-20. St. Paul, Minnesota's 30-21. They're a half game back. They have 1 less game played in Durham. Oak Spurs, 3 less games played in Minnesota. And 2 less in Durham. They're still a game and a half back. And then you got Buffalo, the Toronto Blue Jays played. Sure, the Boston Red Sox played 27-23, 3.5 games back. There's still a bunch in contention. You know, I guess there's somewhere in the like Louisville, Norfolk, Iowa, Toledo. See, so some of these top teams like Indianapolis playing Columbus, Rogers is playing Buffalo, Oak Spurs playing Worcester, Durham playing the bottom team Norfolk, and you have St. Paul playing Toledo. So could be Toledo Durham actually making a big push. And then in the Pacific Coast League, you have Sugar Land, Houston Astros play 4 games in a round. The Texas Rangers play, then 4.5 games. That was the Los Angeles Dodgers play 5 games in the second round. San Francisco Giants play. And then the divisions. It's double. This is the division since there's 3. You get 2 from each division. The first winner second. Ring is 3 games. There's 20. There's 18 games. Not 24 like in 4 weeks. There's 3 weeks left. There's 18 games. There's Somerset. New game. There are 3 games behind Ring. The Phillies affiliate Ring. And the Mets affiliate Binghamton 3.5 games. Have a game more played than Somerset and Ring. Portland is 5 games back of Ring. And then New Hampshire, and obviously Hartford's in New Hampshire. Erie, the first time players from Hartford come on to the Columbus. And then Erie, the Detroit Tigers, they're 7.5 games back at Chesapeake. So it looks like they should win. Most likely, unless something drastic happens. Rocket City and Birmingham are fighting. Knoxville is the first. If the Knoxville wins both halves, Rocket second place team will take it, and Rocket City Super will take Birmingham fighting. And Pensacola, Columbus, Montgomery, or Columbus 5.5, Montgomery 6.5 back. And then Texas League, you have Tulsa, Wichita has 8 games out of behind Springfield. Tulsa already won, so I think Springfield should take it. You have Emerald, Corpus Christi, Midland, and St. Taylor, they're all in contention. Some sort of contention. In the Midwest, you have West Michigan, Great Lakes, 12 games left. And Clay still has a chance. Quincy Blake most likely are going to take it because Fred F. Wisconsin. Just second. Let's see Vancouver half game back. But then they're only by 3 over Everett, so they should take it. Everett still has a chance. And then Midwest, you have West Michigan, Great Lakes, like I said. Quincy, so that we have